Hello. Short video to demonstrate the use of these brass folded nibs in these three different shapes. So this is the most common shape that people find, so we'll start with that. To use, you just dip it in ink. It holds a lot of ink and puts a lot of ink on paper. That's kind of the way they work. So as you see, it's a curved shape, so it gives you a lot of different marks depending on the angle you hold them at. If you hold them near the edge, you get a bit of chatter, and that chatter can create these splatters and interesting shapes. Be sure you have a sheet underneath and the surroundings protected, because you will get ink splatters, and it is actually a lot of fun when you do it that way. Now, what do we do with these different marks that a nib can make? Well, we can make some very interesting letters uh, given these variations. And it's actually a lot of fun coming up with different ways of writing. And we get interesting letter forms. We can combine different shots. Hello, Amanda. I don't know who you are. Just the name popped in my head. So you get an idea of how to play with this. Now, the different shapes do different things. So one of this shape, as you notice, has a steeper kind of curve and a bit more of an angle. So we can expect this shape to give us a bit more of the splatter effect. Sorry. Okay, so again, if you go slow, you get the same variety of marks at a high angle. You do need to load them up with ink a lot. And you see, even when going slow, you see a little bit of this jaggedness. And if I go quickly, I get a lot of that jaggedness. I love this. And of course, with these, the same letters that we did before can be done in now an even more expressive way. So and again, you can be a little bit more structured with this as well. If you are you can always have a freedom of play. And also, it's so easy to change colors. You just dip them in water and you get a different color. Fun. Well, lettering is kind of my thing, so I use them for lettering, but I guess you can make any kind of marks, so to speak, with these, and enjoy them in that way. So the third shape that we have, actually, I find it the most fun. This is my favorite shape. So again, it appears straight, but there is actually a very slight curve to it, because perfectly straight would mean that you always have to have it perfectly placed on a thing. Now, it's kind of hard to get the thin mark on it, because you have to hold it at a very high angle, but this produces very fine kind of the chatter. So the effects you get, if you apply the edge flat but have a little bit of weight on the heel over here, you'll get a very wide line and a lot of chatter without too much trouble. And once again, the kind of things you do remain now for some interesting stuff. The people who know me know that I'm kind of a tinkerer by nature. So I tinker and am never satisfied. Now, basically, I love this nib and for its expressiveness, and this one for its kind of stability, flexibility. And this is kind of in between these two. But we can combine some characteristics of these two even further. For example, if I add these two nibs, I kind of get these two variations. This is one variation where this part is kind of like this, whereas this part is this. It is open on this end, so we can use it in two directions. This gives us an even more versatile nib. This is in the works. I'm still testing. I'm not sure how well this edge is going to hold up with nothing supporting it, because it's kind of far from this folded backbone, so to speak. So you get a very stable line, even going fast. And in this direction, you get the versatility of the thin and the thick, but you also get a lot of chatter without too much trouble, and it, I think, gives a more versatile line. And is slightly, I think, more flexible in terms of the marks that it can make, and the quality of line also varies a lot with the chatter, without the chatter. You can have thin, thick, and medium lines, all with the chatter. So this is in development, and the reason it's in development is that I also have a variation of this, which is this. Now this is really the right side up combination of these two. This top part is this, and this bottom part is this. So these two are combined in two different ways in these two nibs. These I will probably sell individually once I have completed. Now what I like about this nib is that it is a much more stable design. I'm not so worried about this end over here not being supported. To be honest, I don't think this is going to be a problem, but it's fun playing with different designs, isn't it? So now this again, the top portion will give you very stable lines, and you can have a lot of line variation. The good thing about this is that the chatter you get is kind of not as extreme. It's much better controlled, and this edge still gives you the thin chatter line. Not quite as fine as you got with with this one, but still it's quite interesting. And a lot of fun. So these are coming probably end of the week, in a few days. So I'll most likely make this one available, as it's probably not as versatile as this one, but I think will last a bit longer. I don't know. I'm still playing with these in on a daily basis, going through my stack of paper and inks at an unprecedented rate. So just to give you some idea of the different types of lettering, I've been kind of playing with them. This is mostly just rough play as I test the nibs. We can get a bit more structured or less structured, or however you want to take it. This actually, now I'm kind of getting used to it. You can see this I really like. I kind of copied this from something I saw online. Still need to develop it a bit more, particularly the S. I'm not happy with this, but this I think has a lot of potential and is a lot of fun. Different combinations I have been playing with, words I have been writing. Here I try to kind of go for the katana shape. I don't know if I got it. Of course, Toronto, we all love it. Well, the people who are here do. And just kind of writing. I definitely am having fun. I do dig this. Yes. And this so far is probably my most favorite piece that I've done so far. It's kind of a stolen idea. Well, it's a modified stolen idea, but still, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So thank you for watching. Please do subscribe if you enjoyed this. I generally have more in terms of instructional videos, but I figured since I've made these nibs available, it makes sense to kind of show what people can expect to do with them. Also, thank you very much to Aziza of Gourmet Pens for a lovely video showing how she uses these nibs, and I would just love to see pictures and examples of people using them and playing with them and having fun. Thank you so much for watching.